Crazy. Are they playing now? Oh yeah. Two tomorrow. Oh yeah. Two tomorrow.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Picking up yardage on the ground will be no easy task in today's game. Both defenses rank in the top 10 in fewest rush yards allowed. It's the Redskins going up against the Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. And he's got Rome weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A great play there, taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. The play fake. Here's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here we go now. Watching that party. Watching that party. Detroit. No. Check, Patriot. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. will step aside. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A swing pass caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. In motion right is Robinson. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. In motion right is Robinson. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a first carry for their fullback. Oh, and now he bowls him over and still fighting. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Touchdown, Carolina! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it, but where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Well, still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Newton on 3rd down. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Able to fight through 1 tackle. He won't go down. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. In motion right is Robinson. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To throw on second down is Newton. A swing pass caught. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danny Shelton breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the Panthers coming out now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, it's Newton. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Let's go.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Wake up. Come on now. Back 80.
They'll try and run with their fullback. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end right. Tight end's right. Set one in.
Newton now to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Second down now after the incompletion.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Ready. 4 down. 4 down.
Throwing again. Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick here is good. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A handoff as they run the counter play. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down throw for Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Vernon Butler getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Throwing deep for Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Flushed out right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up. To the 27-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. But under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now they try the right side here. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Shaq Thompson. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now a handoff looking right. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Sheds off the tackle. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 from Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. receiver, and he's brought down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go! What? None! What? None! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Shoot! Shoot! Flex round! Flex round!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Tearing one out for Crowder. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And the ball is knocked out. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! What?
They're going to look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fake. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Redskins on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 16. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DeAndre Hall. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now he's flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Wake up.
Newton's going to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mills. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Steps away to his left. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year.